Howdy, howdy.
Good morning.
Good evening.
And yeah, still good evening. Close enough. Welcome, everybody. Oh, man. Did you guys do anything fun this week?
Michael, you can go first.
Me, I've been in pain all week with my back. That's what I've been doing. So no fun for me.
Man.
Yeah, I've been busy with my daughter. She got a white cane on Friday. So we went into town with the Vision Australia people and we walked around and taught her how to go up and down stairs with that. She's called it Wilson and we've drawn a little smiley face on it. And, you know, we had a good time. So she's feeling really confident with that and walking around. So we're looking forward to maybe doing some little hiking trails together. And, so got lots to look forward to now that she's feeling a little bit more confident walking around. So, yeah, big journey, lots to learn, but keeping
That's
positive.
Awesome. For sure. Well, and we know as she maybe gets a little bit more carnivore and everything, we know on carnivore, lots of things heal that they say don't heal, So there's always hope.
Yeah, I'm not giving up. And she's much more meat-based now. She still likes her veggies, but the energy drinks are gone. And, she's not eating any crap anymore. She's really focusing on the whole foods. And I'm really happy with that. So her sugar levels are really good. They're much more stable than they were prior. So that's a good thing as well. But,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. What is put in the chat what you all are doing for the holiday weekend and what you guys are cooking. I'd love to hear what your carnivore holiday meals are. Let's see. This week, mainly catching up on work. I was gone in Wyoming last weekend. That's one of the reasons we didn't have a show. Nita. I like that. And I wanted to have a show, but it just got so busy in Wyoming with the Rendezvous City meat roundup or beef roundup and Bella's wedding. It got really busy, so I am a terrible YouTuber. I didn't take a single picture or do a single live there, but it's because I drove about 1,600 miles when I was there. I was picking up people and dropping people off and getting stuff and helping set up. It was just busy, but it was a lot of fun. Loved meeting everybody and met some new people that recognized us from the show. So that was awesome. And my green screen is freaking out. Come on. Stop. Oh, I hate this thing. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Come
on. Oh, you'd probably just make it worse. Just leave it.
But Bella's wedding. Yeah, for sure. It's terrible. I'm gonna get this fixed. Technical difficulties. But the wedding was awesome. Went really good. It was great meeting Tyler McCann and trying out the beef out there and meeting Chafee again and talking to everybody. And Dr. Kiltz is awesome. Drove him to the airport. And in fact, he gave me a Kiltz cup.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Signed?
It is on the bottom. You can't
awesome.
His lights.
No, it's
right, but yeah, he engraved it in the bottom in the pottery. But yeah, Kiltz made that, so that was pretty cool.
Beautiful.
And then met a new friend, Chad. He's got a YouTube channel called Combat Carnivore. He's a veteran that healed PTSD and depressions with suicidal ideation with carnivore. And so he has a plan to basically start a site where he can help heal other veterans. He also is like a master black belt in jiu-jitsu. And so he has a plan to try to help basically men's mental health and veterans, with carnivore and jiu-jitsu. And so that was really fun to talk to him. In fact, we're going to do a live interview with him next Saturday, I believe. But we were talking, and it just so happened that when talking to the doctors and stuff, and just making carnivore friends, going to these meetups and stuff, that Bella and Max are coming back to the fireworks show, and it sounds like Kiltz is going to come to the fireworks show next year. And it sounds like Chafee and Ella are probably going to come to the shows. And so, with that in mind, when I was talking to Chad, he was talking about doing a fundraiser for veterans. And I was thinking, what better time to do a fundraiser for veterans to try to heal them with carnivore than do a carnivore meetup at our fireworks display on the 4th of July. So long story short, it's very preliminary, but I think we're going to try to work it out and do a carnivore meetup with a panel of the doctors and everything sponsored, get sponsors and everything, and also do a fundraiser, and it'll be Steak and Butter Gang and 700 plus and counting down, and Big Badass Fireworks and the whole 9 yards are going to put on a carnivore convention. I think we're going to call it I don't know. We'll put it together, but it's going to be something under the big sky here. But so we might actually be having a carnivore meetup in Montana with a full panel of doctors. So that'll be fun.
Something to look forward to. I'll definitely try to save up for that one.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. That was exciting. And yeah, I'm loving that the fasting's been going so good because I was driving so much. I didn't get to eat much when I was in Wyoming, but the fasting saved my bacon.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Appreciate it. And then let's see here. Oh, I'm not sure what day I'm going to start it yet, but I am going to start a 40-day fast here in the next 7 days. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to alternate dry fast, 24-hour wet fast. So I'll do basically 20 days of dry and 20 days of wet in that 40 days. So I think I'm ready. I want to get one in. I've always wanted to get a 40-day fast in. Last attempt didn't go well a couple of years ago, but this time I feel pretty good about it.
So will you take electrolytes on your fast?
Not unless I need them. Honestly, I think I'm past needing them. And the reason why I feel very confident in that is that I feel very fat adapt. And the reason why that's important is that gives me a lot of access to metabolically balanced electrolyte balanced metabolic fluid. So I've done enough dry fasting that it actually makes it quite a bit better. But from my last experience with it, I will definitely be watching to see if I'm feeling any possible effects and dangers from not having enough potassium like before. So
sounds good. I commend you. I couldn't do it.
Oh well, and I don't blame you. You don't have the stomach I do, because you had the surgery. So no, I think we're just in such different boats, and I enjoy the 7-day fast. I think I did 9 7-day fasts or 10 this year, and so I feel like I'm in a good spot to get a 40-day in, So yeah. I was laughing at Mama Cracker's comment here. If I still have enough to lose, I'm not against it. I'd like to try it sometime.
Oh, really?
It would be funny.
Yeah, I don't have the mental capacity. I miss my food too much. I enjoy my food.
It does. That is the worst part. That's literally the only hard part of a fast anymore is being bored. You're just like, I'm not hungry.
No point. There's no point going into the kitchen.
No, it's like remember how, because think about how many meals you've made in your life and how that's such a ritual. And we've even cut it way down, but still, when 7 days passes and you haven't made a piece of meat or sliced up something or put anything in your mouth at all, other than every other day some water, your body's like, what are we doing here exactly?
Yeah. And then if you've got family around you eating, because they're still having their 3 meals a day, and you're fasting, so you're sitting on the couch and you can hear the munching next to you or whatever, it's too hard.
Yeah, it's not. Well,
If you got somebody sending you pictures of all their meat,
still bitter about that, are we? Well, I'm actually getting better at that part because I still feed the dog carnivore food and mom carnivore food 2 or 3 times a day while I'm fasting, and that even has gotten better because I did realize that's just kind of a muscle that you can kind of get used to building up. So I don't know, I'm pretty confident in it, but we'll see. And if it goes off the rails, then I'm just gonna stop. Like I'm not gonna go crazy with it, but I am gonna see what'll happen because it's weird. I'm kind of starting to enjoy the fast as much as I do enjoying the eating. Like it's kind of interesting because it's just a different kind of energy and a different kind of clean feel, and you can just feel everything healing up.
I feel the best on my fast. When I'm fasting, I got so much more energy. I think clearer. Got no cooking to do. It's awesome. I enjoy it.
That's awesome.
First couple days is the toughest. After
For
that,
sure.
it's easy.
For sure. We got some comments here. Let's see what we got. Planning to move to Arizona from California by November 1st, starting to pack and donate, toss what is no longer wanted, needed. That's awesome, dude. It's going to be maybe a little bit warmer. It depends on where you're in California. Cooking tri-tip for dinner tomorrow. That's awesome. That's going to taste good. Lindy, is Dr. Chaffee never in Australia anymore? I might need his surgical expertise soon.
Yeah, you see it on Instagram. He's in Paris, and I think he went to Switzerland, Texas, and Wyoming. He's never in Australia anymore. So, yeah.
Well, and congratulations to Chaffee and Elle. They got engaged in Wyoming, actually. So.
Oh, how awesome! They make a great couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is going to be awesome. So, congratulations to them. But yeah, I think he is supposed to be heading back here shortly. And then, when is the Adelaide meetup? Is the 23rd or something?
Yeah, of November.
Yeah.
He'll be back in, and I think he's coming to Melbourne after that as well. So
yeah,
that'll be nice.
That'll be fun. All right. Explosive carnivore meetup. Exactly. That is the plan. We'll be disappointed if everybody leaves with their fingers. Something went wrong. Couldn't imagine doing a 40-day fast. I thought 3 was a long time. It's amazing what we can get used to, though. We really can. And I'm not saying that it's even a good idea. I'm not even doing this so much for carnivore this time. It's more just it's just more something I've always wanted to get under my belt.
When you get an idea in your head, you can't let it go.
I'm not good at that. No, I'm definitely not good at letting bad ideas go. Michael, this one's for you. What kind of pain are you having?
I tweaked my back. It's been bothering me now for a while since I've been walking a little funny with my legs being swollen that they have been over the past couple of weeks, months now. And it's just something's tweaked. I got a pinched nerve or something. So I've just been dealing with that.
Wow, man.
It's really gotten bad this past week. So
I bet.
Especially in the mornings. But it is what it is.
Thank God you're carnivore. Hey, dog. Yeah, have fun with your granddaughter. Grandson. All right. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be fun. I don't know. It's not 100% sure. I mean, for sure, if we can't get it done and lined up for 2025, then we'll do it for 2026 for sure. Because I was looking at the numbers, and you want a long time to be able to advertise it to get people to come and buy tickets and everything. So might be a little bit soon. So it might be a smaller, scaled down version for the first year, and then go big the second year. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
I'll give me more time to save up. So it's probably better for me. But you'll be hopefully having your skin removal surgery that year as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
I'm hoping to next year.
Yeah.
So, and you'll be the year after.
Well, no, I'm hoping to have it next year.
Oh, next year as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have it the beginning of, or not the beginning, but middle to end of next year, the first one. I mean, I'll have many to go. There'll be many years of that, but yeah, the first one, I'm hoping to have somewhere between May and October at the latest.
Okay.
I'm trying to get it between meetups is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out a good spot. I can't do it during the 4th, but if I really do go to meat stock, I think that's in May. And I need at least 6 weeks to heal up, at least, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's for mine. They're saying 3 months.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping to cut it in half because I'm hoping
Because you're
to.
carnivore.
Well, because I'm going to fast, and autophagy is
Yeah.
a real thing. I'm going to try to do like cold plunges. I'm going to try to do hyperbaric oxygen therapy to heal the wound, you know? And so I'm going to try to do a lot of things, and I'm going to be real diligent about wearing compression to keep the fluid out of it because that has a hard time healing up. So I'm going to try to do a lot of things, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? So,
yeah. Well, I don't know. Laura's Faith, she had the surgery, so I wonder how fast her recovery was.
I don't know. I might have to go back and watch some videos.
Yeah. Be lovely to have a chat with her. Her and her husband, they both had it. So, yeah, to see what I know they fasted before they did surgery, but
nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be fasting before the surgery and after the surgery for sure. And I'm going to try to throw everything at it because I want it to heal quickly. And I don't want it to fill up with a bunch of fluid because I know that's one of the biggest problems if you have to get one of those drainage pumps on it or whatever. So a lot of people end up getting smacked with. Yeah, so I just got to think about
if your insurance is willing to cover it. They never covered it for none of mine. For the pumps.
The pumps, yeah.
The pumps do help you heal faster. They pull out all the fluid.
Huh. Well, then I'll definitely have to look into those. Those pumps can't be too expensive just to buy, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, but it's also all the supplies you need for it.
Yeah.
It's the vacuums. There's a name for it. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I tried getting it. I had 4 surgeries on my legs, and I tried getting them all the time. The first time I had it, the only way I would get it is they would cover it as if they put me into a nursing home.
Oh, wow.
My doctor said, do not go into the nursing home.
Heck no. Never get out of there.
Nope.
I've been trying to do my steam sauna every other night followed by a cold shower. How's that working? I bet that helps quite a bit, huh? Howdy, howdy. But yeah, so I'm hoping, maybe April if I'm, I need to lose before I'll be there. I need to lose about 100 to 115 more pounds, right? So don't count the days. What is possible right now? I seem to be losing about 18 pounds a month right now, so it's not out of range to get it by April, but I'd have to hit it really hard. And so I'm definitely going to see if I can't get that, but that'd be a plan. It'd be kind of some kind of plan. There's Adam. Great to see y'all back together again. My 3 favorite people. Appreciate it,
Adam. Hi, Adam.
Guys, go check out Carnivore today if you're not subscribed. Adam's awesome. Let's see here. There we go. I'm suffering from edema over my bone graft harvest site at the moment. Wow, bloody lawn mowing. I bet that hurts for sure. Let's see. Oh, it makes it very relaxed to go from the sauna to the cold plunge. Man.
Oh, I'm too nervous to do the cold plunges. I know we've got the hot tub, and sometimes, a few times when it hasn't been turned on, I've tried to jump in it thinking that might be really good for using as a cold plunge, but it actually hurts my legs. And I don't know if it's because of the lipedema that I find that.
Actually, a hot tub is bad for lymphedema. You want the cold, is what you want.
I find that I love the hot tub, but the cold actually I find it painful.
It's your nerves firing, but
yeah,
the hot isn't good for lymphedema either.
Don't say that. I love my showers hot.
I don't agree with either, but that's what the doctors all say.
Oh dear. So. I love my hot tub though.
I know.
Yeah, the cold, man. Whenever I finally get an actual cold plunge tank, I think that's going to be pretty difficult to do in the morning because right now I'm trying to do cold showers in the morning, and that by itself is brutal. So, I mean, I think it'll be easier, or I don't know. I find myself running from the water in the shower is what I'm saying. Where at least you won't be able to escape the tub, you know?
Well, I'm more than happy to fill it up for you when you're here in Australia. We can do a live stream of you jumping in the cold plunge.
Oh my gosh.
I'll turn it off for you.
I'll turn blue.
It's scary for sure.
Yeah, same for me about cold plunge. Cold water is just too painful right now. Yeah. I didn't sign up for Carnivore to do stuff that hurts, right? For sure. I don't know. I'm starting to like a certain amount of stress because it does cause, it does get results for sure. Like my elbow's working again because I decided to ego lift. I hurt my elbow for about 3 days, and I was reminded that I'm not in my 20s anymore. So I better not grab hold of more than I can chew right now on the exercise front. So, but I do look forward to, the fasting, the lifting, the sprinting for sure. These things, they really do have quite a positive result, and you can feel it working, and it really does speed things up, and you just feel better and better every day, and it just starts making you go, what else can I add into this to just get more energy and feel a little bit better, Let's see here. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be exciting to see what happens, and who knows. And I'm not putting too much emphasis on it. I'm just saying if I can get the weight off, but there's a complete and total chance that it hits winter here like it did last winter, and I just stall and I go into and just be happy if I don't gain weight, because that's where I was last winter.
Hibernation time, man.
Yeah, but I also have the gym now and a better workout regimen and more energy, so I'm definitely more active. So hoping that makes a difference, and hoping that I can still fast pretty regularly, pretty strong. But man, last winter I couldn't fast. It was not a thing. Hey, Brett, who's your Carnivore? Everybody go check out Brett's channel.
I just got to drop off for 5 minutes. My daughter's ringing, and I'll come back in a minute.
No worries. We'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks.
Make sure you dock her pay.
Yeah. I'm taking 20% of the nothing that you earn. Yeah, not hardly. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And see what happens through the winter. But it's really going to be fun. It's going to be really fun to hit the 24-month mark and see how far we go, Let's see here. I'm finally eating more. My blood pressure is normal, and I'm sleeping better. So I think I'm finally settling into the proper human diet working on 5 weeks total carnivore. That's awesome, Lewis. Congratulations. And, I just started doing that, and I started just getting addicted to adding those days on there, because before, when I was on standard American diet and calorie restricted diet and all that nonsense, it was getting harder and harder. You weren't looking forward to the days because the more days you added up, the harder it was to keep doing it, right? Your resolve started to break. But with carnivore, it pays you back, and the more days you get, the easier it gets. And then you start putting up big numbers, and you know that these consistency is what you're looking for. You know that once you get, 2 months in, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 18 months, you know that these are pretty big benchmarks. And the further you get away from that old you that was used to falling off these things, and then you really build just the strength and confidence going, oh yeah, I can sustain this for forever. Like, this is no longer a diet. It's now my life, Let's see. Oh, you got bread in there? That's awesome. So yeah, looking forward to it. And I don't know. I believe what Jordan Peterson always talks about. It seems like there's something, I don't know, something universal about the 5-year law, that things seem to take about 5 years if you have a lot of it to do. A lot of ground to make up. But because when you look at a lot of the carnivores and you see them, every time I see them at the 5-year mark, if they stayed on it, that's about when they look pretty pretty restored, right? Like, they still do better and better as they stay on it. But you look at them, you're like, oh yeah, that guy, that is all the results that guy was hoping to get, and then some, kind of at the 5-year mark. And I'm looking forward to that, because it's like, basically next midsummer, I'll be halfway. That went by pretty quick. By the end of this year, I'll be 40% there, and it feels pretty good, because this has been the easiest thing to maintain.
Look how fast 2 years went.
Oh, so fast. So fast. And look what change it made, and it's not even 2 years, 21 months now. And look how fast that went, and what changed that it in results that it had, So right now, I guarantee you, Lewis, even at 5 weeks, you're going to be looking back at 12 months and going, how did I get here?
That 5 weeks was going to be your hardest point.
Yep.
If you can make it through that, you can keep going. And you're already seeing the changes. You're sleeping better. Your blood pressure is normal now. This is just a start for you, buddy.
For sure. And it's awesome, because once you get to, once you keep going, you look back, you're like, nah, I could have a whatever. I could cheat today. I could have some, I could have some dairy, or eat, even whatever. You could add anything on there, because you're going to go through things and find you're going to refine your diet that works best for you, that makes you feel best, and gets the best results. And then you're going to look back and go, oh, I've been so restricted or whatever. If I wanted to, I could have whatever. But all of a sudden, your whole drive and your whole focus changes, and you're like, actually, I'm enjoying having a perfect record right now. I'm enjoying I'm enjoying not breaking the streak, right? And putting on these big numbers. And there's just something freeing about it. Like last Thanksgiving was a big one, because I was undecided what I wanted to do, and I was a little bit nervous about all the stuff I was going to be around. And so, just kind of as an overreaction statement, I just decided to fast through Thanksgiving last year. And that was super freeing, because then it just took all the danger right out of it. And then I had fun for Christmas. She's back. Howdy.
Sorry about that.
Hey, there she is. I'm Eating Wellness. Everybody go check out her channel. All right. But yeah, we're just congratulating Lewis. He just made it 5 weeks on carnivore.
Oh, congratulations. Excellent.
Yeah.
I bet he's feeling amazing.
I've been blessed to sail through without cravings. I'm also looking forward to having blood work in November to see my results. I normally hate having my blood work done, right? For sure. But yeah, it's just, we were just saying how fun it is, how fast the time actually goes by, and how fun it is to kind of add up some of those numbers and consistency, and also, even if you do have a problem or you fall off, it's not a big deal. But it's just like this diet, once you know the truth, you know how to get back to it so quick and get back on track too. So Yeah, I'm looking forward to you. I think you're going to see a year gone by so fast.
And when you get your blood work results, don't let them scare you with the cholesterol numbers.
No,
Look at the ratio.
for sure. No, for sure. It's going to be fun. I mean, because me and Michael were talking, can you believe, because what is it? It's coming up on 20, 30. So you're almost at
2
32.
years, 9 months for me.
Yeah, 32 months, I was going to say. 32, 33 months.
Mm.
So that's crazy. You know? Can you believe it went by this fast?
I never thought I'd make it to a year.
Right.
It was like, how can I do this for a whole year? You know, it seemed to be, you know, you hear all these 13, 14 years, and I didn't even think I was going to make it to a year. But now it's, yeah, way long gone. 2 years. I'm coming up to 3 years in January.
Right. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah. But it's, you know, it is hard. Every day is difficult. You still struggle. Like, it's not easy. And I constantly have to talk to myself daily, especially when, you know, shit happens and, excuse the language, life happens, and you sort of feel like, oh, how easy it would be to just fall into your comfort eating and those patterns again, and you have to self-talk and avoid that. Yeah.
100%.
Breaking those habits it's hard. But once you've got the tools, you know how to fix it, and that keeps you strong. Being in a community, having you guys around is my support. I love it. I couldn't do this without you guys.
For sure.
Yeah.
Same for all of us. Same for the whole community. We all keep each other in check.
Yeah.
It does, you know, especially, you know, when you know, this community, SBG, the whole 9 yards, when I see all the community members that are healing all this stuff and how everybody has the same story of medications and being just in a constant redundant loop into the medical system, getting all the same information and not making any progress, just slowly deteriorating, and then they find this way of living. Yeah, you don't want to feed that system anymore. It's like, this is working. It's got such good momentum. You just don't want to break it, you know? You just want to keep going. You want to watch everybody be successful. Everybody feeds off of each other. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, especially if you don't have the support in real life, when you don't have family and friends to support your decision or follow what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's very hard to keep on track. So, yeah.
For sure. My nurse practitioner is on board with Carnivore, and one of the nurses asked me tons of questions. She's going to start. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Lewis.
Fantastic. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yes, I have time sense app on my phone. I don't want to have to reset it this day, 350. That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Jay, great job.
That is huge. That's way good.
And that's a good incentive not to have to reset the app when you see those, you know, 3 digits. Wait till you get to 4 digits.
Right.
So your next hurdle. Yeah. Good job.
If I ever have any doubts, you three remind me of what success. Oh, wow. Success looks like.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I want to, you know, this, I don't know. I'm getting more trolls because I'm getting more followers on Instagram and stuff. And I'm actually quite loving it. I had no idea that I was going to love the trolls as much as I do.
Entertainment, man.
It's entertainment. Also, some of them, man, I got to tell you, some of them are funny as can be. They're mean as all heck, but they're funny. And I didn't know I was going to kind of get addicted to this, but I love the mean comments, because, like, especially if they're really funny and sharp mean comments, you know, then it fires me up, and I'm like, I'm going to go lift my butt off, you know, today. I call it the burn off room now when I'm taking crap. I love to go lift it off. It just, I didn't realize, but now I realize what those guys talk about when they say use it as fuel. Like, it really does work. Like, when I look at my phone, I kid you not, it's almost like that anticipatory dopamine fix that I was talking about. Like when I used to, you know, have to talk myself into not going and get pizza by shoving bacon and eggs in my face, you know, because it was like that anticipatory was that I would get happy because once I ate all the bacon and eggs, I could go get pizza if it didn't work. So the bacon and eggs was part of the process to getting the pizza that was making me happy, you know? And so now that I've been getting mad looking at my phone and then going and lifting, now all of a sudden I start reading it and I get happy and I get like this hunger to go lift. And because it does give you like an endorphin rush. I didn't know that about lifting, but it gives you like a little endorphin rush. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. I've created a new habit and a new I guess vice in a way, you know. It's pretty funny. There she is. Howdy, Odyssey.
Hi, Marilyn.
Everybody go check out Marilyn's channel. Oh, I know, the controversial and funny stuff. Like, it's mean, but it makes me laugh out loud, and then I get pissed. Like, what were some of the best ones? One of them was like they're going after it on a video, I don't know, one of the short videos. And one of them was like, well, the good news is we won't have to be watching his videos for long because he's gonna die anytime, you know. So, but that was funny, right? Because somebody said I was putting out misinformation. And they're like, well, the good news is he ain't gonna get much more put out because he's gonna die anytime. That made me laughing so hard. And then some of these was my editor guys taking clips out of some really old videos. So one of them was the story about when I ate my first 4 ribeyes and kind of fell into ketosis by accident, and I lost 9 pounds. And somebody said, "Looks like you found that 9 pounds and about 150 more." I was laughing so hard. Oh my gosh, it was funny. I quite enjoyed every one of them, quite honestly. And some guy hated my guts so much that he actually took one of my shorts and then he like reworked it and did some crazy crap with it. Crazy crap. Yeah, and he followed me and everything, and I followed him back. I'm like, I'll watch you take my videos and make memes out of it, because he's just a delusional like vegan or something that he's going off on. But it was pretty hilarious. I was quite enjoying it.
Wow, geez. You must have made the big time then if they're doing that to you.
Oh, they were. It was pretty funny.
Obviously a celebrity. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, he put some time into it at the Carnivore. You're laughing out. Yeah, mean trolls have you now. It's very funny sometimes. Oh, it's hilarious. I'm starting to love it. I didn't realize. I used to get a little annoyed by them, and they were just pests. But now, like I had a couple Instagram videos, and one of them got like I don't know, a few of them got like 30,000 views, and one of them got like 150,000 views. And the comments that came in on those were gold. Some of the meanest comments. It was so funny, and I was like, these are professional trolls, but I'm actually kind of growing to love them, because they do. I just keep telling them, keep it up, because you guys fuel me and the algorithm. So just keep them coming. It's quite impressive. Let's see here. Hello from Nebraska. Glad to meet y'all in Wyoming. Oh, hey, that's right. I appreciate it. Yeah, they have a farm from Nebraska. It was really awesome to meet you guys too. They came up and they entered the contest for the meat. So that's awesome. It was very nice talking to you guys. Yeah. Can't wait to see you next year. We'll definitely be out there. Tyler says that he's going to put the old 96er on the menu. So I'm going to be taking down the 96er next year. And we're looking forward to it. But definitely look forward to seeing you guys out there again. It looks like Chafee got engaged. So it might be another wedding too. Never know.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep, Chafee and Al, congratulations. Let's see. Oh, maybe I might.
Oh, that's about her nurse who is carnivore, is it? Yep.
There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, that's awesome. There we go. But there we go.
Hi, Lena. Another Aussie in the house. Yay.
Yeah, so it's going to be. There we go. Oh, clicking at the same time. Exactly. And so I know that I was looking in the comments when Elle and Chafee posted the engagement, and Tyler said, "I know a beautiful place you can get married at." So definitely might we'll have to keep in touch with them and see when they got it planned. But I don't know. Also, I think a lot of their families in Australia, so that might be difficult to get them to Wyoming too. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, so that's been kind of fun. I didn't realize that was going to be my new joy in life. Was actually like I actually like reading the worst comments now as much as I like reading the best ones.
You like trolling the trolls, huh?
It's so funny, man. It's just the level of energy they put in being salty is hilarious. You know, man, they come hard, but it's fun to see sometimes. We're gonna have to put a compilation of like the greatest troll remarks and go through them because some of them are hilarious.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. But I just love to see their faces in a year's time, you know, as you go on and you're losing your weight, just to see their reaction and like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Well, and it's fun too because, right, so some of the conversations, they were, you know, clips of videos that I was in a year ago when I was 100 plus pounds heavier. And so it's funny to read some of those comments because, in fact, I was thinking about how it would almost be funny to record all your, you know, almost do like make all the videos and do live, you know, or do these kind of podcasts in a way just between us or something, but then wait for like 3 years to post it all until all the weight was gone and start from the beginning and then watch the reaction. Cause that's kind of what's happening where people are like, it's never going to work. You're going to have a heart attack within 4 months. You know, you can't, it's not sustainable. You're going to fall off. And they're talking to me from like a year plus ago. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, you're going to be shocked to know that I'm still alive. That video was taken over, you know, 14 months ago, and I'm down another 100 and whatever pounds, you know. So it's kind of actually fun to see it happen in real time because it's such a ridiculous comment because these people can go, if all they got to do is click on my Instagram or go to the YouTube, and then they can scroll back and scroll to the front and see the progress, but they don't. They just sit on that one video and then that I mean, and these are shorts and reels that last 30 seconds, and they take all that information and they put together a Bible of your future of what, you know, and it's like,
yeah, they're judging
for sure.
Yeah.
So hilarious, but I'm quite enjoying it. But it does just make you want to get even leaner and healthier and do things even, you know, I quite enjoy it now. My local grocery store has ribeyes on sale for $9.99 a pound. Buy all of them, please. I stocked up. If you have a Publix in your area, go stock up. Absolutely. At that price, I would back the truck around. I'd be like, I need a pallet of ribeyes, please. That's incredible. Oh, what ranch won? All I could tell you was that they're snarky because the top 3 places were all from Colorado. So they're all a little bit snarky. So what I could say is I'm calling out to all the Montana ranchers. You better pick up your game because the Colorado guys are getting a little mouthy. That's what I'm saying. We got to go take down the Colorado boys because the Colorado ranchers are getting mouthy about it. So we gotta knock them off their ivory tower here. Like to hook up with regenerative ranchers if the weather is better in Texas, considering sun. Yeah, and the meat was good. It was very tasty, but I think they're just getting a big head, and I think that they just have more sunny days is all. That's what I'm going to blame it on. But, yeah, all the Montana boys need to pick up the pace. That's all I'm saying. We're going to have to get it out there. But, yeah, you can look at the Rendezvous City or Meat Roundup website in Wyoming, and they posted the winners on there on the Meat Roundup site. But yeah, my elbow still hurts. I can't hardly itch my nose with it because it's hard to get my elbow bent enough to get it there. That's what we get for ego lifting. let's see here. Okay, I think we caught up on those. But yeah, so that's going to be fun. And yeah, I met a few people and nice people on the shuttle bus that watched the show that was in Wyoming. I was pretty surprised about that because you sometimes wonder if, well, if anybody's watching this. I mean, I know our awesome people here are, but it's really fun to go out and see that, there's people in every town that seem to be getting the message. So that's pretty cool to see. That keeps happening, and lots of people's stories of healing, and everybody's kind of on the same. It's definitely not anecdotal anymore. You're seeing it. Wyoming's the least populated state in the U.S., and there's carnivores there that know all the same people that we do and watch all the same videos we do. Have gotten all the same information and are all healing disease with this, proper human diet. So it's pretty incredible to see. Didn't you say you met a carnivore, Lindy?
I know. I got recognised. It threw me for a sixer. Yeah, at my daughter's workplace. She works at a wildlife park, and they had a family night. So we went along to that, and apparently my girlfriend also works there. And one of the workers actually came up and pulled my girlfriend aside and said, "Oh, who is that lady? Does she have a YouTube channel?" And my friend's like, "Oh, yeah." And she introduced me, and yeah, she's been watching us. She just knew me from the videos, and she has a story herself. She's been carnivore since last year, and I was like, shocked. I was lost for words, and I was recognised by someone that wasn't, not in the community or whatever, but yeah, she's been watching our videos. So
That's awesome.
Second person now, just in the street.
Isn't that crazy?
Tiny little channel. Yeah.
So crazy. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
I know it's kind of mind-boggling, but that's good because the message is getting out there, and we're wanting to, we want to make the difference, and we got to get the word out there. So it's kind of funny, but that is what makes everybody so hyper. I mean, man, if you really want to stick to your guns, put a YouTube channel out there, because man, that makes you very accountable, and so I kind of love it. I love that that it's all coming off and we're all getting there and people are seeing it in real time. It's kind of funny because I think back to just a year ago or so when we started this. I was like, oh, I'm not going to do this till I lose all the weight, because who's going to want to listen to a fat guy talk about being healthy? You know what I mean? But now I'm quite enjoying it because now, the accountability's on record,
Yeah, and I regret that I didn't start earlier, but I didn't think carnivore was going to fix things, that I wasn't going to get any better. It was just going to be another failed diet attempt. And I've proved myself wrong there. And now I regret not starting when at the start of my journey. That would have been amazing to have all that footage. And I miss I'm not going to go back to that just so I can take photos of how I was.
Right.
But I wish I did have the photos. Everything got deleted. I didn't keep anything because I hated myself. But now I drive my girls crazy. I'm like, come on, selfie time. I look at the phone and drive them nuts because I want photos all the time. Starting to enjoy that and have a document of my life again.
Right.
So, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I know what you mean. I only have a couple pictures of me at my biggest and almost biggest, and yeah, you didn't want to see that. First of all, you're not exactly in a photogenic mood when you're not thinking you're going to be around much longer. First of all,
yeah,
and then if you do get pictures you take and you don't want to see them, it just
You want to look in the mirror.
No, and it's because when you're that big, you're not thinking about the comeback. You're just thinking about hiding, not facing it. So yeah, it's a real thing, but I'm glad I got the few that I did take and kept, and I'm really glad that I have the clothes that I was wearing still in them, because I'm like, this is that shirt, and now I'm swimming in it,
Yeah, I've kept my largest shirt. It's full of holes and everything because it's stretched so much out of shape, but I'm keeping it as a reminder, just the one shirt. So, But I'm starting to throw things out now, apart from that shirt that I'll keep. But
Yeah.
Can't forget where you've come from, because you need that reminder of where you've been, and you need to be proud of yourself that, it's not nice to get to that stage, but you should be proud of yourself for being able to dig yourself out of that hole and getting your life back. That's a
Recovery
huge thing.
is the biggest thing. And that's your biggest pat on the back.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. And yeah, it's all very true. That's what somebody was telling me I'm saying it wrong, but that was what I think, I don't know, it was Jordan Peterson or one of the Tate brothers, but they were talking about, the best revenge is success, right? So every time these people are talking crap or whatever, then just get healthy. Go get healthier, move more, eat better, eat more meat, stay the course, keep it going, and just, do that for sure. Happy to hear you want to take pics and selfies. You look
You go, Lindy.
yeah, you go, Lindy. Sorry, I
Thank
can't
you.
hardly see. I gotta go get new glasses again because the autophagy is healing the eyes. But in SBG, there's a lady there said she healed 3 points of stigmatism in each one of her eyes too, and so the same thing happened to her.
Awesome.
For sure.
Having it get better is the best thing you can ask for, man.
Absolutely. I don't have many pictures of me at my biggest either. Yeah, exactly. Nobody. No, those weren't the gems we were thinking they were going to be at the time, because nobody wanted to capture that and see it.
And I've still got a lot of weight to lose, and sometimes I don't like the photos, but I keep them now because I'm watching the progress. And if I look back over the photos over the last few months, I can see the changes, and that's exciting as well. So even though I get very close to that delete button, I'm like, no, keep it, because I'll regret it a month down the track. So,
right.
Yeah, keep them all.
Yeah, that's a fact. And now, I'm happy to have the ones that I didn't delete and the ones that I did happen to take a picture of. And it's like, and I think I only had, so crazy that we could have so few, but I think I only had 3 or 4 pictures of me at the heaviest, And they weren't even good angles, but we didn't want to see it. Well, because honestly, I was sending them to people that were wondering if I was dying, and I was trying to look my best, so you had to cut out most of the bad stuff. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. I think that's one's for you, Michael.
The MSO. I got some right here.
Oh, wow. What is that
stuff?
What is that stuff? What is it?
It's for pain. Yeah.
Huh.
I love it for my knees. Putting it on my back is a bit hard for me. I can't. I need another set of hands.
What is Diabeso? Is it like a painkiller, or?
It is a byproduct from when they make paper.
Huh.
Okay? And it's natural from trees.
Wow.
And it's actually pretty amazing.
Wow, that's awesome. I could have used some of that for my elbow.
Yes, you can.
Where do they sell it at the store? Amazon?
Yeah, I'll give you a link to the one that I use that actually does work pretty good.
Oh, I'll have to try it. That's awesome. Because I took where'd it go? I took pretty much an entire bottle of Advil was the only thing that worked. And it took, I think I ended up taking.
Yeah, that's
not good. That was the only thing that would take the edge off. That's funny. She said she got so excited that you have it, she accidentally closed her screen. That's funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same.
I was either the one taking the photos or hiding. I just wouldn't. And people they would learn to not take photos of me because I would kick up such a stink. I just didn't want to be in them.
Or if they do want you in the photos, you always stand in the back and just have your head show.
Right. For sure. Let's see here. Let us help. Let's see. Where did she say? Oh, really? Tractor Supply has it. Okay, we have some
to check their prices there.
I think aspirin is a byproduct of trees, willow trees. Wow. So that's where it comes from.
Interesting.
I don't know what the difference is. Here's what I do know is that I tried Tylenol and it didn't do diddly squat. So I don't know what Tylenol's for, but it's clearly not for nerve pain.
More for fever.
Is it? Okay. Well, Tylenol didn't work, and the aspirin didn't work, but the Advil worked pretty good. There's the only one that actually took some of the pain out.
Well, when you take 18 of them.
I know, but I did 6 at a time, and the 6 did the trick for a while. But then I needed 6 more.
It's not good for your gut, though.
That's what you're saying, which actually kind of makes sense because I really haven't eaten since I did that because I just didn't feel like eating. It felt weird.
Goodness.
What is Excedrin? Is that aspirin or Tylenol, or is it a totally different thing?
Aspirin with caffeine, isn't it?
Aspirin and caffeine, so they want to numb you and make you hyper.
Well, it's when you got migraine headaches.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because the caffeine enlarges your your veins in your head. So that helps. It helps increase the flow.
Oh, DMSO does help nerve pain. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna have to get some of those, especially if I ever pinch my elbow again.
So is it a rub, like a cream that you rub onto your back? Yeah. Okay. It's not tablets.
It's a cream that you just rub in, and it's also makes a real great carrier for if you're going to put something else into it. You mix it together because it actually gets absorbed into your skin really quickly.
Right.
Oh wow. Huh. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to try that again. Try that then. Go down and get some. It's almost feeling better, but every time I stretch it, lift it, then it kind of flares back up, but I think it's getting there. So I know it was Thursday night.
We've been chatting about you.
We have to stop now, though.
I know. Now that she's here,
burning.
I know.
Don't watch the replay, whatever you do.
Okay, don't.
Get the cream gel or oil.
Cream gel or oil. Okay.
I double clicked. Yeah, it was crazy. It swelled up so much that I woke up sweating. Then I wanted to throw up, and I was like, I didn't know pain can make you want to puke.
Oh yeah.
You know,
takes your breath away, man.
Yeah, it was bull crap. But something about that nerve in your elbow, man, is it a little bit sensitive. Let's see here. Pain management is a 3-pronged action. Coding, etc. Trick the brain. There's no pain. Anti-inflammatories. Go to the site and reduce inflammation. Muscle relaxers to stop muscle seizures and injury. Oh wow, that would have been good to know. I'm glad spell checked work. I couldn't figure out the spelling of what is that? Antimorphin? I don't know. Must be some kind of aspirin.
Long name for Tylenol.
Hi. But yeah, so I don't know. I think next week we'll have on Chad, Combat Carnivore. That's going to be fun to talk to him. And then at some point, I think, well, by the time we have our Sunday show, I'll definitely be starting a 40-day fast, and you guys will have to start sending in your pictures to Michael so that he can abuse me the entire time of all your guys' food. He'll enjoy that. It'll be 40 days of payback, and Michael will make me feel the burn every Sunday.
You get you scratch and sniff.
That would be mean. Oh boy. I don't know. The doctor last time I had this just prescribed, or what do you prescribe? Vicodin and prednisone for the inflammation, but I don't like how I feel on prednisone. In fact, that's what killed my brother Ty.
Steroid, right?
Mhm. And so I didn't take that, and then I had found out a long time ago when I when I hurt my ankle that I have a addictive personality for Vicodin. So that scared the crap out of me when I was taking Vicodin. So I ended up not taking either of them. So let's see here. Carrie from Homestead House said that carnivores don't sweat. I beg to differ, laughing out loud. I sweat terrible. I assume that. Have you guys seen me on camera in Texas or Wyoming? I'm a mess. Be a lot smaller. It won't be so bad. That's what I'm hoping too. But I told that to my brother who lost all, who's skinny, and he has no weight on him, and he still sweats, and he's carnivore. So I don't know. I think carnivores sweat plenty, to be honest
I
with you.
sweat. Yeah, every night I get like the hot flushes.
Flush.
It's either the duna's too hot for me or whatever. But Kerry also said that carnivores don't get burnt, no sunburn. And I still burn. So,
Do you wear sunglasses when you go outside, though?
no,
you don't
but
wear
I
sunglasses?
still have the white. Yeah, I burn here and on my nose, just on my chest. And I've always got clothes on, so yeah, my arms, my feet especially, because I've always wear long skirts. Yeah, I get sunburnt feet if I put my feet out to 5 minutes and I'm burnt. It's my English complexion, thanks to my dad. He was English. So, as my sister, she's more the Italian side of my family, so she gets all tanned and she's got beautiful olive skin. So, not happy.
Right, for sure. Let's see here. Just joining now. So sorry if you've already answered this, but what is your reason for the 40-day fast you're planning to do? Mostly just because I've never successfully done a 40-day fast. I've tried a couple of times and only made it into like the 20-some days. And the last one, I got really low on potassium, caused me problems. And I feel like I can. But also, I've been doing a lot of rolling 7-day fasts. And I just feel so good on them. The healing is so good. For instance, right now, I've been eating, we're repriming, whatever you want to call it, for right around 9 days, because in preparation for going to Wyoming, I only refed for 3 days before I did my next 7-day fast. Usually I eat for 7 days and fast for 7 days, but this time I only ate. So I fasted 7 days, ate 3 days, fasted 7 days. So I'm giving myself this whole time back. But whenever I do that, there's a lot of benefits from it. Like right now, I can't see the screen very well, and I'm having a hard time reading these comments. And it's not because I have bad eyesight; it's because my eyesight's actually getting better. So this glass prescription, is not, is not correct anymore. So my eyes keep healing. I keep watching the lymphatic fluid on my legs heal up, and even more so, what's making me happy is that as I do that, my lymphatic system is really healing up, because I'm trying to think. So about a year ago, when I would fast, like a 72-hour to 5 days or something, I would lose about 32 pounds because of the fluid that I had on my body and my legs from my lymphatic system being in rough shape. But now, and then I would, I'd go back to eating normal and I would gain back, I would lose, say I'd lose 32 pounds of fluid, maybe lose 40 pounds total or whatever. But then when I would go back to eating and drinking water, I gained 30 pounds back, 32 pounds back, whatever. All the fluid would come back. Well, now this has been 9 days and I've only gained 14 pounds back. So that means the lymphatic drainage problem that I'm having is cut down in less than half by the fasting and by the autophagy healing it up. So I'm very happy, to have that. I mean, these are things that are not supposed to heal, or are at very least next to impossible to heal, and they're healing. So And I give that to a lot of the autophagy. And so, and also just to challenge myself, if the 72-hour fast used to be hard until I started doing 84-hour fast, and 84-hour fast used to be hard until I started doing 7-day fast. So I'm going to assume the 7-day fasts are going to be pretty easy if I can get a 40-day fast down. That's kind of a long story short, not so short maybe, but that's what I'm thinking. I gifted my cousin a vibration plate last week. She called me 3 days in a row and cried that she can feel her legs now, still trying to softly push carnivore on her. Wow.
That's a huge step. Congratulations. Yeah.
That is awesome.
I love my vibration plate. I couldn't live without it. I've got 2 now. I've got the one under my desk, but I also have a second one in my bedroom. And I stand on that every morning and every night before bed. I find it helps me go to sleep. It warms up my body, gets my everything circulating and pumping, and I sleep like a baby after I use it at night. So twice a day. And then under my desk, I have it going when I'm working. That way I'm constantly moving. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's so good, isn't it?
Yeah, best thing.
Oh man, my left leg swelled up a bunch when I was in Wyoming, just from being off my routine and not being able to have my rebounder, my vibration plate, and not having my leg elevated. I had it flat on the bed, but I didn't have it elevated like my bed here does. And yeah, it swelled up. And plus I drove a gazillion miles, so I was sitting down.
The driving's going to do it, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, there are things we can definitely do. So when people just say, it's just got to be that way, it does not have. You don't have to deal with it. There's definitely things that really do help move it.
Yeah. And I found that I haven't been home as much, being with my daughter, and that I haven't been using my rebounder as much. And I'm feeling it in my legs. Like I'm feeling a lot of swelling and stuff. So the rebounder does escalate the vibration plate if you can get to that stage. It's been good for the edema.
Right.
So, yeah, need to try and get back on that.
For sure. Let's see. Well, I'm not going to just stick to it if I start having problems. Like, I feel pretty comfortable. One, because I did a 21-day. My last time I was trying to do a 40-day water fast. I made it to 21 days and ran out of potassium and I got sick. But I've done enough fasting now. I definitely know the signs to look for when things are going south, So, Michael, what was the longest fast that you did a while back?
21 days.
Yeah, so Michael did a 21-day as well, and he did it without any. You had problems, a little bit of problems afterwards, but not while you were doing it.
And that was just I just think I was low on fat, and then I started adding fat back until I started feeling better.
Yeah,
and then I just did 11-day.
Yeah,
about a week and a half ago. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, and Gino and SBG just didn't he do a 30-day or something?
I think so, yeah. Before his surgery, yeah.
Yeah, before surgery. And so I'm not too worried about it just because I am stubborn, but I'm also getting better at following the warning signs and like not at least paying attention to it and trying to fix it. So I feel pretty confident in this one because I'm pretty, I've eaten since I got home from Wyoming on Monday. I've eaten 16 pounds of New York steak roast. In fact, I was just this is the last piece of that New York. I took that whole thing. This was the last piece of it that was 16 pounds worth. It was a giant roast like that, and I smoked the whole thing. And this is the last piece of it that's left that I'm still working on. And that'll make 16.7 pounds of New York steak that I put down since Monday. So I've been eating, not to mention I had 15 dozen eggs on Monday and I'm down to like 2 dozen, right? So I took down all the egg yolks. I'm not eating the whites. So I've been piling in the nutrients in preparation. That's why, and that's why I said I don't know when I'm starting it exactly, but it's going to be sometime basically just when I feel right. And honestly, it's probably going to happen right after I eat this last package of steaks that are in the fridge so I don't have to freeze them. And I finish off the eggs. I don't feel like shopping. So I'm probably going to go into it and see where I land. But I feel pretty confident in it, and if I get to 8 days and I feel wrong, I'll pull the plug. If I get to 20 days and I feel wrong, I'll pull the plug. So I'm going to, I appreciate the concern, but when you say medical supervision, the last time I had medical supervision, they gave me 1 million drugs and told me that I need to get off carnivore. So I feel like I'm my best medical advocate at this point. But I have gotten to be very good friends with Dr. Phil too, and I'll definitely call him and fill him in if I'm feeling funny as well. I definitely trust him. This one's for you, Lindy.
After so many hot nights sleeping, I just found the rest blanket amazing results. It's a cooling blanket that actually works, helps with quality of sleep. Check it out. Okay, rest blanket. I'll write that down and have a look. I've been thinking about those cooling blankets. I've heard they've been pretty good. So
I got ones I use for summertime.
do you? Yeah. I find I get I overheat with the doona that we've got. So I've constantly got my legs out because I get overheat and that cools my body down. But yeah. But I'm also looking into grounding. I'd love to do grounding mat as well. But it's all money, isn't it?
For sure. For sure. Thanks so much, Lori. We are having Dr. Leslie Keith on lines on the 10th. I'm excited to talk lymphatics with her. I watched your interview with her and SPG. Oh, that's awesome. That is so good.
She's amazing.
She is. She's so good, for sure. No, we got to have her back on the show, too, now that we're finally getting into the fall schedule here. Let's see. Am I missing something? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on.
I got a couple of start.
Oh, do you?
Lindy, how long do you stand on your vibration plate? I think it goes for 15 minutes. So I just pop it on. Normally, I just use the jogging setting. And under my desk, I start off with the slow setting, then go to the medium, and then I do the sprinting. So 15 minutes morning and night. And then throughout the day, I have it going constantly. Like it's not on now because then you guys will hear it. And I don't, sort of vibrate a little bit too much. But when I'm working, it's constantly going. I just keep turning it on.
This is my favorite comment ever right here. I'm laughing so hard right now. That's awesome. We are definitely set up for a long fast. I think she just made a fat joke, Michael.
I think so.
No, I know what you mean, but definitely, I totally agree. That's awesome. No, we don't have any shortage of fuel, that's for certain. And now that we're a carnivore, we don't have any shortage of nutrients either.
So. And we feel the best when we are fasting. It's amazing. It's hard to it's hard to believe that you feel awesome. It's I don't know how to explain it.
Exactly. Charlie. All right, good point, Charlie. You got a point there. I'll definitely call Phil if I'm not feeling better. For sure. Let's see here. I'll be 66. Wow, congratulations, Mama Cracker.
Excellent. Happy birthday for the 10th.
Coming up.
That's awesome. Let's see, did I miss any? Oh no, don't bring that back. I can't get back to that. All right. Sorry, my prescription must be off because I am having a hard time reading today.
Try taking your glasses off. Maybe you don't need glasses at all. Is it any better?
It's a little bit worse, but it ain't much worse. And it used to be really worse. So I'm going to be excited to see what my new prescription is. Man, this is crazy. That doctor was right. He said, don't get laser eye surgery or contacts until you are done losing all the weight, because he said you're going to metabolically still be changing. And he was not joking. I know, but it was way funnier to make a fat joke out of it, Sandra. All right, so so I was trying to remember how I did it because it was hilarious. But I was picking up Taco Bell one time for all the guys that were working the fireworks stand. And I went, and Taco Bell has like these 12 packs of tacos, And so I ordered like 6 12 packs of tacos, like 3 12 packs soft shell and 3 12 packs hard shell. And he said something. I can't remember how he said it. But he said, I didn't hear your order. Please come to the window to confirm your order. I think it was because my order was so big. And he goes, I just wanted to confirm. Did you just order, 6 12 packs of tacos? I'm like, why? You think that's weird? Is this a fat joke? And his face turned so white. And he's like, no, that's not it at all. And that was back when I was 650 pounds. I'm like, I know you're not. I was just screwing with you. I know that's a lot of tacos. I'm like, yes, I did order it. It's for the whole fireworks stand of kids, but it was pretty funny. Like, that's some sort of fat joke. Am I getting profiled here? It was pretty funny. I was laughing, but I used to love to take the awkward things like that and turn it into a fat joke. It'd make it. It was always hilarious to watch people panic. It really was. I wish I could remember exactly how I said that, but that kid got visibly flustered. It was pretty hilarious. All right. I think we caught up with those, but yeah, so I don't know, but we'll see. And it's going to be fun. I'm not guaranteeing I'm making the 40 days, but I'm going to give it a heck of a try, and we'll see what happens. Worst it happens, I know I'm going to make at least 7. So I'm really good at those. And, my first goal on the way to the 40 is just 14, because I just want to do that.
Day to day. That's all you do, man.
Yeah.
When we started with the 5-day fast come January, I had no clue that I was going to go to 21. No idea.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was worried about doing the 5. So.
For sure. Yeah, that's true. If he seen me put the guy in his car at the Arby's, he might have been worried. For sure. No, that was the reason why I stopped taking TRT for sure. That's stuff. I'm gonna start my fast. I'm not 100% sure yet. Basically, I have one package that's got about 6 steaks in it in the fridge that I'm gonna eat. I think I have about a day or two's worth of egg yolks left. So pretty much as soon as I get my fridge emptied, because I don't feel like freezing it, and so I'm gonna eat it. And then as soon as I'm done eating it, my body's already telling me I'm ready for a fast. Like, what did I eat today? Well, this is all I ate today. I ate half of this piece of meat here today. That's all I've eaten today. And yesterday I was busy yesterday, and I just went to Burger King and I got 6 of the Whopper Junior patties at Burger King. And that was all I ate yesterday, because it's funny how adapted your body gets to a routine. And I haven't eaten over 7 days and for so long that when I got up to 7 days, it just my body does not want to eat right now. So I'm just going to finish this steak that's in the fridge out there. And then as soon as I'm done, I'm starting the fast, which will probably be Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, I'd say. And then we're taking it 40 days, and it's going to be fun not to have to cook or shop for 40 days.
You'll still be cooking for your mom.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm going to take and probably smoke her prime rib brisket or something, and then just slice it up and put it in little packages. And then I just have to heat it every day. So I only have to cook one time. Usually I cook at least every 2 weeks, but this time I'm not going to cook. I'm going to cook like once or twice in 40 days. It's going to be kind of interesting. See how that goes. Cosette's really, so I don't know, but she's gotten a taste for smoked pork loin. So that's what, well, here's, this right here. Just before the show, I was making Cosette's food. This is Cosette's smoked pork loin. And I smoked her up 20 pounds smoked pork loin when I smoked up my 16 pounds of New York. And she's loving the smoked pork loin. She absolutely loves it. I don't know what it is, but she's going crazy for it. So I'll still have to smoke her some pork loin next week.
Spoiled dog.
She is a spoiled dog, but
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Back in puppy mode, so that's really good.
She is. She's feeling good, and she's, you know, shoot, she's going to be going. She's going to be turning 19 here pretty soon. So she wants smoked pork loin. She gets smoked pork loin. That's all I have to say.
24-hour fast for you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So many people talking about fasting. I'm slowing, eating several times a day for the next year or so. Congratulations, Charlie. Hey,
Yeah.
This could be, you could be like, what you can be like the test trial. So you're going to give us the baseline, and then everybody else is fast, and we can see if there's any difference. There might not be any difference.
Yeah, I'm not a faster. I struggle to fast. It's more intermittent fasting. I just eat when I'm hungry, and that's it. So it could be one meal a day. Sometimes it's two. Occasionally it'll be a three, but very small meals because I can't sit and eat a big meal at once. But yeah, I don't feel a lot of hunger. So
Yeah.
but to actually do a planned fast, it does my head in. I just don't have the headspace for it. I did do the 5-day fast, absolutely loved it, and thought I'm going to do this again next January. But I'm already freaking out about January, thinking, oh, I've promised myself I'm going to do a 5-day fast, and I'm already getting nervous about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Prime a little bit before. Build up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, the prime definitely helps. Will you be able to eat after 40 days, like start back with broth? Yeah, that's basically the plan. So, and honestly, this is why let's see, I think Coach Amy taught me this, that you start with cold meat. And so I've been doing that. That's why I've been keeping some cold meat in the fridge when I come off a fast. And that does help. That's what, just like 2 to 3 ounces of cold meat seems to actually break my fast the best.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been
What
helping.
is it about the cold meat that you think works?
I don't know. She's been doing cold cuts, and she said to try it, and I did try it, and sure enough, that's
but she doesn't do really long fast though.
No, she doesn't. But man, they like, so before I was having like egg yolks, and they were giving me the runs. They just run right through me, and then I was doing warm steak, and the warm steak was just sitting on my stomach like a brick, you know. And so then I thought, well, I'll do cold meat sticks. So then I went and got some of those Green Ridge Farms meat sticks from Costco. And those things gave me quite a bit of indigestion when I had them breaking it. I do have trouble. Probably the hardest part about fasting is breaking it. And so these cold steaks, like with nothing on them, those have been the best for breaking the fast. Yeah.
Is that how you've been doing your 7 days now?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Usually when I do mine, I usually start with broth. Bone broth.
Yeah. Yeah, it just goes through me like it does. I mean, it is gentle, but like, yeah, I mean, I might as well have just swished it around in my mouth and then spit it in the toilet. I mean, that's basically how fast it goes through me. I need something that's got some constitution to it, but that's not too much. And so it definitely works. And then it only takes like, so I'll usually try to break my fast at like, you know, anywhere from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I will, you know, I'll just eat like 3 to 4 ounces of cold steak, and then I just leave it. And I leave that all day,
right? And
it'll finally work it up. But it just, I think it just makes your stomach produce stomach bile and acid again. And then by the next morning, it's recultured, and then I have to be a little bit gentle the next morning eating. But usually by the next night, like it's game on. And now. Yeah, but then it's all, I mean, I've taken down some big piles of meat after that night. It was crazy. I mean, I went from not being able to eat a meat stick the last 7-day fast I broke to taking down like 4.5 pounds of meat that day, at like 12 hours later. So it definitely works. Was that his lucky dog? My dog recently went blind. Oh no. I'm having to be careful what I leave around or change. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, Cosette actually, for the first time in several months, has been sleeping in my bed again. And she was shying away from it because it hurt too bad to get on it. So I put her on quite a diet and changed up her food just a little bit and been feeding her a lot smaller meals, but several times a day in smaller increments. And she was losing her mind she's hungry all the time. But I just had to get that. That's why I had to start giving her little pieces. But it seems like when her appetite went down, she just got enough weight off that I think it's not hurting her so bad. So yeah, she's pretty spry now. Do you know this character?
Hi, honey.
He's a character, all right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm afraid to fast since I have a problem getting calories in. Yep, absolutely. So I've been doing 24-hour dry fast twice a week. Since that, I supposedly like a 72-hour regular fast. Yeah, I believe that. Yep. No, and like I'm in such a different boat than Lindy is. We are just in different parts. Like I don't have a problem priming and eating a whole bunch when I want to. And she Lindy accidentally intermittent fasts all the time, basically is what happens with her.
Yeah.
She's just not planning it. So we're just on two different sides of the spectrum,
Yeah.
Let's see here. Good trick with the cold meat. I have to try it. The last 3-day fast I did, I got bubble guts when I broke it. Yep, for sure.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
No, it can be rough. No, she's my dog.
Child.
She is. Cosette, where'd you go? I think she's eating her stuff. No, she's going on 19 years old. She's a poodle. And yeah, I smoked meat for her because she's spoiled as could be. But she just, she really is like people. She just gets tired of eating the same thing. So she likes, sometimes for forever, I was just feeding her the cube stew meat from Costco, and she was eating it raw. But then she got tired of it, and I just noticed she kept eating mom's cooked meat. She wanted the cooked meat. So, and I think it's just a taste thing, And so then I found, I'm like, well, if I'm going to cook meat, and I know she used to like chicken, but I can't give it to her because it gives her seizures. So I started buying Costco's pork loin because it's only $2.50 a pound. And so where the stew meat's like $7.50 a pound, So then I just started getting the pork, and she liked it okay. But she wasn't sure what to think about it when it was raw. So I thought, well, let's see if she likes it cooked. And I was like, well, I'm just going to put it on the smoker with my meat since I'm going to be eating it up anyways. And she just devours it off the smoker. There's just something about it. She loves smoked pork meat right now. It's crazy. Let's see here. Had a poodle that lived to be 21. That's crazy.
Ooh, 21. Yeah.
They have a lot of longevity in them for sure. That's incredible.
I'd love to get another puppy one day. A couple of years.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think so. They're too dang smart. Cosette thinks she's a people. It's the craziest stuff that she does. Like, she'll bug me. She'll give me a chance to go get her some food. She'll come in here. She'll bark. She'll paw. She'll throw a fit. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll be right there. But if she stops bugging me, I got to get up and go because that means she got tired of waiting on me and she opened the fridge and she found something for herself. Yeah. So
for herself, huh?
Yeah, and she's like, I'm going to give you fair warning, but if you're not out here feeding me in about 3 minutes, I'm going to open up the fridge and so my mom has some sliced turkey breast in there and stuff. And I usually have pieces of meat in there and plates, Mom has some cheese in there. I'll go out there and Cosette will be sitting, the refrigerator doors wide open. She'll have a package of deli sliced turkey meat on the floor and a package of deli sliced like Swiss cheese or cheddar on the floor. And she's just pulling one slice out at a time, just eating them out of the deli bags. It's crazy. And she doesn't even think that she might be in trouble. She's like, well, I asked, so just helped myself. She's such a turd. Let's see. I grew up with that dog. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny when you get a poodle, you got to think about like where you're going to be in life in 20 years because you're still going to have the poodle. You know what I mean? Let's see here. That's funny. I don't know if I had to guess, I'll lose. Well, so it depends on what weight you're talking about. So in the first 2 days, I'm going to lose 14 to 15 pounds, which is just fluid. I don't even count that now because I know where my net weight roughly is, So I'm going to lose that 14 pounds that I gained. That's when I started eating from the last fast, which is just food that's in my system and digesting and fluid and stuff. That's all going to come out in the first 2 to 3 days, and that's going to be gone. But then after that, I would guess, and it depends because I'm getting better at this, but now I'm working out too. And so depends on how hard I can work out. What I'm uncertain of is how hard I could work out in a fasted state. I already landed on my forehead once doing this because I got lightheaded because I was 6 days into a fast and I was doing squats and I went for one more rep than I should have and blacked out, So I got to take that kind of easy in consideration. But I would guess I'm going to average somewhere between 3/4 of a pound a day and a pound a day. Somewhere in that neighborhood seems to be what I maintain. It might taper off the longer that I do it. But I'm gonna say, not counting the first residual 14 pounds, I'm gonna say I'm gonna lose at least 30 pounds is what I suspect that I'll get off. And maybe more. Like I've had some that are pretty extreme, like if I'm working out really hard. But I'm definitely going to keep you guys posted and let you know the day-to-day tracker thing. So I'm glad to hear the poodles could be long-lived. Our vet told me that at 13 our boy is on borrowed time. They can be, but the fact of the matter is that if you feed him like fresh meat, like Cosette would be dead already, I'm certain, if I would have kept feeding her dog food and chicken. Right. She was having seizures from the chicken, but since I put her on, clean carnivore, she eats food that I eat, like all her food comes from Costco meat department, and it's been that way now for several years, and it quite turned some stuff around. Her biggest problem is that before I started doing that, she got a lot of arthritis. And so that's her biggest hiccup right now. Yeah, you have no idea how smart Cosette is. And that's one thing, like I have no idea how long she's going to live because her brain is 110% intact. Like her body's a little sore, but her brain is sharp as a tack. She's had 2 litters of puppies, and one of the litters we kept Amaret, which was a albino poodle that she had, and Lucius, which was a giant black poodle puppy she had. And he was a boy. And man, Lucius was so big. He had the biggest head on him. He weighed like 110, 112 pounds. He was just a monster. He had this huge head. But Amaret was a little smaller, but I don't know. I never had good luck with the albino or white cream colored poodles, they're just kind of crazy. There's something in their gene pool or something. They're just skittish and kind of wild. And so Amoret was a little bit off of a rocker all the time. But Lucius, or no, sorry, Amoret was the white poodle we had before Lucius. It was Georgie. It was Lucius' sister, Georgette. So Georgette was off a rocker too. And when me and my wife would both go to work, we couldn't leave both the puppies out, because if they were, they'd tear it up. But we could leave one out at the time with Cosette, and they would be fine. But if the two puppies were out at the same time, they'd tear up the house. And so what we noticed is we had a big cage, and we would lock up Georgie during the day one day, and then the next day we would lock up Lucius. So we were giving them alternating days of who got to be out of the cage all day. And it was a big cage, but we'd lock them up. Well, what we started noticing is Cosette didn't really like Georgie, but she liked Lucius. She liked to play with Lucius. So every time we would lock up Georgie would stay in the cage all day. But when we would lock up Lucius, we'd come home and Lucius got busted out of the clink and he was out and the room would be destroyed. And so we finally put a GoPro in there to see how this was happening. And sure enough, anytime we'd lock up Lucius, within 5 minutes of us leaving the house, Cosette would go over and paw the locks until she flipped open the locks and she'd break Lucius out. But she wouldn't do it for Georgie because she just wanted to play with Lucius. She loved Lucius and wanted to play with him. So she'd break Lucius out of the hoosegow. I thought that was funny. She was smart enough to do that every time. But it's pretty funny. All right. Yeah, well, she's a funny dog. Let's see, am I missing anything? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to catch up. Oh, here we go. A little dog died the other day, but he was 15 years old. I started feeding him the same ground beef and pork we were eating, but we think he had a brain tumor. Yeah.
Sure.
He went downhill fast. Very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yesterday, I started feeling kind of blah. I realized I hadn't eaten since 4 p.m. Saturday, and it was 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I wasn't hungry, but ate a little bit. Yeah, that can happen. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, it's easy to forget when you've at last eaten. It's good that you're not focused on food all the time. You get busy doing other things, and then it's like, oh, geez, I haven't eaten yet. And yeah, it's a wonderful, that food freedom.
It is awesome, for sure. All right. There we go. I think we caught up on the comments. But yeah, it's so I don't know, but I definitely will keep everybody posted on the fast. I think if I can get past, usually if I can get past the 9 to 10 day mark, that's when it starts getting really easy generally for me. So I don't think that'll be too bad. And then I just got to make sure that I'm not waking up a little bit brain foggy every day, or, blood pressure too low, or any of that stuff.
We'll keep an eye on you.
Right. If I start looking gaunt.
Yeah, we'll be on your back.
Exactly. Tell me to eat something. Good work, Brett. That's doing work. 1.5 pound ribeye. That's awesome. See if Brett wants to come on. Hey, Brett, do you want to come on and chat? You want to do a 40-day fast with me?
Oh.
Yeah, Michael and I are not. I don't know, Michael, are you interested? Yeah, it's
not
too
40,
much.
Not 40 days. 40 days is nuts.
Yeah, I agree.
Easy, sir. There's the StreamYard, Brett, if you want to hop in. Yeah, when you did your 12-day, you felt like you're good to go after 5, for sure. It's kind of weird. So usually 4 or 5, I have a good kind of long wind, and then like second wind, and then usually right around 9, I start feeling a little weird again. But if I can get to like 10, 11 days, then I hit like a new stride, and it just kind of clicks off.
Day 11 for me. This last fast, I was done.
You're done.
Yeah, I felt it, and I said, "That's it. I'm done. I'm out."
That's awesome. There he is.
Hey,
Hey,
How you doing, Brett?
how's it going, guys?
Good. What's going on?
Lindy, good to see you. Todd,
Yeah, you
Michael.
too.
Yeah, it's been a
Awesome.
little while.
Heck yeah. I saw your last meetup. That looked pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, the one I had on the lake
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was great. Had a fairly good turnout. It was kind of hot that day, and I think I kind of kept some people away, but it was really nice. Had a bunch of stuff to give away. Sent some Healing Humanity swag for me to give away, and some people that came to the last meetup brought some stuff to give away. So, it was really nice. And then I restored an antique Griswold cast iron skillet that I gave away.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty nice skillet too.
That's
Hopefully
awesome.
it'll serve someone well.
We're gonna try to do a Carnivore Camp 2.0 here in Montana next year at the 4th.
4th of July.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, just in case you want to swing by.
yeah. In case I'm anywhere near Montana.
Yeah.
And you feel like doing some
Bozeman.
cooking, right?
Well, I don't think you'll have to this time, but maybe. But yeah, I think we're gonna do a Carnivore Camp 2.0 because I think Bella, I think maybe Chafee, Kilts.
Any idea on the date?
Yeah, it was gonna be like probably the
4th of July.
well, yeah, like the 3rd through the 5th probably of July.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd like to be there on the 1st for my birthday. So 1st of
that-
July.
that'd be great.
There we go.
So yeah. Can we have fireworks on my birthday too?
We can. I got plenty. I've got plenty.
Little one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you thinking like another large live broadcast like
Oh, yeah.
before, or yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, and also it's gonna be like
big dinner?
a big dinner. We're gonna do like kind of like Hack Your Health was, but carnivore panel. So because Max and Bella are gonna be there, maybe they can get Chafee and Hampton and the whole 9 yards, So what it was about is, Bella and Max came to our 4th show. I think I told you that I do a big 4th of July fireworks display,
Yeah.
And so Bella and Max came to that this year, and they said, "Oh, we're definitely coming back next year." And then, other people started planning on coming too. But then I talked to a fella that wanted to do. His name is Combat Carnivore. His name's Chad. He's got a new channel, but he's a veteran, and he cured PTSD and depression, suicidal ideation, depression with carnivore. So he's got his mission is to treat veterans with PTSD with carnivore. So I was like, well, if there was ever a time to do a carnivore veterans fundraiser to help support the veterans, it would be at our fireworks show. And we already have a bunch of big name doctors and stuff coming to kind of coming. So I think if we can work it out, we're going to try to do like an actual panel, and sell tickets and everything. So we're going to see what happens, but
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
so I think Ashley's planning on making it too. So
Oh. Be great to see everybody again.
for sure.
I think Kerry and Adam said they were coming too, didn't they?
They did at one point. So I all of this has got to be confirmed and locked down, but right now it's a little bit preliminary, but it's looking hopeful. So,
Well, we got lots of time to plan and everything. So,
for sure.
yeah, I'll ask the wife about it. Normally, the 4th of July weekend, we do like a family camping trip with her side of the family
I gotcha.
somewhere.
Have you
But
thought about Montana?
it hasn't always been on the 4th. So some places get really packed and crazy on 4th of July. So, because that's Independence Day here, Lindy, and it gets pretty crazy. So, if they do it another weekend, yeah, we'll talk about doing that.
There you go. Yeah, something to put on your radar. It'd be kind of fun,
Yeah. Well, I've never been to Montana, and I don't think my wife has either. Might bring the whole family out. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I hope to bring my family, my girls and hubby as well. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be carnivore camp. That sounds awesome. Yeah. Ashley put up a video of carnivore camp in Texas that we did. It was pretty awesome. How did the rendezvous go? It went really good. So lots of people. Let's see who all was there. Kiltz was there. Bella was there. Chafee was there. Courtney Luna was there. Jake, what's Jake's name? Jake Thompson was there. I'm gonna miss so many. Dang it! What's the sprinting doctor? I'm doing his protocol and I can't remember.
Amira.
Yeah,
Amira.
Sean Amira was there.
Oh yeah.
Said Kiltz already. There's a lot of carnivore. What's the eye doctor gal's name again?
Lisa Wiedemann.
Yeah, Lisa Wiedemann was there, and I'm so bad at remembering names. I'm just the worst. But I mean, it was quite the panel. And then the meet was awesome. Bella and Max got married. That was really cool. The wedding went off without a hitch. Wyoming obviously is beautiful, great time. And yeah, we just all got to hang out and meet a bunch of carnivores. I mean, for the least populated state in the U.S. to have that many carnivores show up, I mean, it was impressive. Yeah, it was a good time.
I saw some pictures of Bella in her dress.
Yeah, they did all. Yeah, it was beautiful for sure. No, did a great job. And now I might be doing 2.0 there too because Chafee and Ella are engaged. So
really, I hadn't heard that. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. About time.
Right. But so that'd be fun.
We were kind of hoping they would say something in Austin when they were there.
Right.
And you could tell, they're very much in love.
Yeah.
So they're always have each other's attention. And I mean, you could just tell that they belong together. So.
Well, yeah, for sure. And that they got engaged in Wyoming. So that'll be fun.
How did he do it? Did he do it there at the reception or
no? He did it
off private.
No, I think they went off private on a horseback ride. It looked like, because we all went home and Bella and Max and a couple of the bridesmaids and groomsmen stayed for a few days, and Chafee and Elle stayed. And I think they got bit by the bug when they're having some fun and on horseback, and the scenery is beautiful, and just got to spend some time. So, yeah,
well, that's great.
Yep.
That was a good opportunity. They're out traveling, they're away from home, they're in a beautiful place, and ride off somewhere and do the proposal. Yeah, I did something similar with my wife. I proposed to her at the Grand Canyon at sunset.
Oh, nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Awesome.
So yeah, it was that was great. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I did nothing of the sort.
Yeah, I got proposed to in the back garden at my mum's house. Nothing
No,
exciting.
back in the garden. Yeah, that's nice.
That's funny. Let's see here. I think we caught up on those. Oh, there's one. No, we got that one. But yeah, Rendezvous City went really good. And we're definitely going to go back next year. Oh, and I got a Kilt's cup. Kilt's was handing these out. These are the cups that he made on his little pottery spinner deal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Got one of those. Super nice guy. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Let's see. Just checking the comments. But yeah, what do you got going on, Brett? You got any new events or videos or cooking videos or anything coming up?
Well, I got a video that I'm kind of overdue in getting out, but I went to a meetup last weekend in Northern Illinois that was at a Bid on Beef auction.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Bid on Beef?
I have not. No, what's that about?
So it's a kind of a new thing started up, and you can go online to Bid on Beef and register. On your first order, you get $25 free, and you bid on these packages of local beef. And there's usually like 30 different lots, and they do a live auction, and then you can actually get in on the auction online, and they'll bid, like 8 ribeyes and 8 New York strips, and you bid like what you're willing to pay per pound, and it's all like USDA prime, local rancher, beef. It's, very, very high quality. So yeah, check out Bid on Beef. So they had a meetup there. They were actually having a real cattle auction. And then they had a dinner, like they brought in brisket and had a bunch of, other non-carnivore stuff, because there were actual people, ranchers there bidding and buying, embryos and buying cows and buying bulls and, all matter of everything that goes on at cattle auctions. And then we had our little carnivore meetup, and there was about a dozen of us there. 2 people celebrating their 4-year carniversary, and Karen Miles was there. Kelly Hogan's good friend, Karen Miles.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she was there. She lives like in the Chicagoland area, so she wasn't too far away. And the lady who does the Bid on Beef, her name's Amanda Radke. I'll type it in real quick. She has a little YouTube channel. She doesn't do much. She mostly focuses on her Bid on Beef, but she's an 11-year carnivore. And she grew up, on a cattle ranch. And I did a little interview with her, and I took pictures and I took some video of the Bid on Beef auction. And, so I'm going to have that coming out on my channel pretty soon.
Nice.
So, yeah. So they have all kinds of beef products you can bid on, packages of stuff, and it's frozen, and they just mail it right to you.
That's awesome.
And they tell you how much the shipping is up front, so you know what you're getting into.
The dog lover's got a question for us. Do you include pork rinds in your carnivore diet? How about you guys?
I don't, because there's not many clean options, and the clean option we can get is very expensive. So I don't buy them. But I would if they were cheap.
I've had a couple bags of them, but yeah, it's hard to find a super clean one.
Yeah, I don't use them anymore. I used to use them when I first started, but I would make like carnivore nachos and stuff. But basically, when I stopped eating dairy, there wasn't a good reason to eat the pork rinds anymore, because the pork rinds were basically for dip and cheesy things, and then
we don't kind of snack anymore, do we?
No, not at all. So I got rid of them. The last time I used pork rinds was for pork panko when I was making chicken strips. Those are pretty good, but that was kind of the last time I used pork rinds. But no, they're really not in my diet anymore. It's, in fact, my diet's pretty streamlined. It's pretty much egg yolks, beef steaks, and tallow, salt.
Simple.
occasion. Yeah, water. That's pretty much it.
I have pork rinds on occasion. I recently came across these.
Oops,
These are
it
the
lost
camera.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're,
they look like steaks.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
it's called pork and what?
Pork King Good pork rinds.
That's funny.
Okay.
Pork King Good pork rinds. And it actually says right on the bag that they're fried in pork fat.
Pork.
So I've tried the Max that they have at Walmart, and they always upset my stomach. So I'm not sure that those are like clean fried out in pork, because every time I've tried them, I usually end up in the bathroom like the next day.
Yeah.
I've been staying away from the Max.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
when I find a good clean one, I'll have them on occasion, not regularly though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but definitely for starting off, like if you're new,
If you need something,
yeah, and you need something,
For sure.
like it's an absolute great crutch to get you going. It's just once you start getting satiated, it's actually harder to eat enough and not, it's actually harder to eat enough and not too little, So I don't the snacks don't kind of, I don't have the bug for them anymore. Let's see here. Oh, that one's for you, Brett.
Yeah, Lisa C. She helped me organize my meetups, and she's become a really good friend and fan of the channel, and she's like my number one fan, I guess. She's
That's
really
awesome.
she's really sweet and really great to hang out with and fun, and she has a really great energy. And I invited her to go with me up to Northern Illinois, but she ended up having to do some family stuff and couldn't go. But yeah, she was going to go with me and then had to cancel. But I wanted to go anyway because I wanted to see the cattle auction and the bid on beef and check all that out live.
She has concurred.
Yeah, she's really great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, her and her husband brought extra grills out to the meetup, so we had like real nice Weber kettle grills to grill all our steaks and meat on and stuff.
Wow.
Because it was a bring your own meat meetup.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Good to have friends.
yeah, it worked good. Yeah, it worked out very, very well. And she brought if you go on my channel and look at the video, if you look at the tablecloths we had, she brought these she brought like brown butcher paper that had cows and stuff and animals printed on it, like that we used for table runners.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's really creative like that.
That's awesome.
She brought cow balloons and she makes it fun.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
And she's in the I did a little like a rap video at the end of that, and she was in the video with me. So if you want to see what Lisa C looks like, go watch the video. So
We'll come check it out for sure.
she's on there. Yeah.
Perfect. Oh,
Barking Squirrel said Max upset his tummy too.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a histamine thing or not.
I think it is for a lot of people for sure. But I think, I don't know. The longer I stay carnivore and the more strict carnivore I go, the more that I don't like to wander out. So like, when I was going down to Wyoming, I stopped in Billings, which is kind of out of the way, but I was looking for I was looking for a sport jacket if I could find one for the wedding, but no luck because they're kind of winter colors that they're looking for, and they had summer stuff in. But I went into Billings and I hadn't eaten all day, and I had broke my fast the day before with a cold piece of meat, so I'd only had like 3 ounces of meat in like 8 days or something, So I was in Billings, and you guys are all going to laugh because this is how small Montana is, but we just got our first Chick-fil-A in Billings, right? So we don't have any Chick-fil-A's here at all. So I thought, well, maybe they'll have just a grilled chicken patty or something at Chick-fil-A and see if it's any good. So I went to the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A and I got 2 grilled chicken patties and a thing of water, and I felt like crap. It was terrible. It was like, I don't know what they cooked it in, but I had indigestion. I had no energy out of it, and I felt like crap. So I was like, okay, apparently Chick-fil-A grilled chicken patties are not
Off the
carnivore.
list.
Yeah.
So I wrote those.
Last summer, I had the grilled chicken nuggets at Chick-fil-A. They did the same thing to me.
Okay, so it's not just me. They have some crap in them then.
They got some crap in them.
Yeah, so that was how that went. And so then the next day, I just got some meat sticks at the gas station, some of those fatty sticks. Those are okay. Yeah, those are good. And they don't come back. I mean, I like them. So the next day, but then I finally figured out, and I went and got some steaks at the problem was I was driving, so I was missing all the meat eating events because I was driving people to and fro. So I kind of missed all the meat eating events. So I was always trying to find stuff. So I got back late one night and I went to the steakhouse in the hotel and I was fixing to make up for everything. So I ordered a prime rib, a ribeye, and a T-bone. And I was going to eat all 3 of them. The T-bone was so bad, had just nasty, I don't know, it just had some nasty white tissue in the middle of it that just ruined it. It's really gross. But I did eat both the prime rib and the ribeye. And yeah, my leg swelled up and my knee hurt that night, so they must have had seed oil in it, as near as I can tell, because there's nothing else on it. But my knee swelled up that night. So I was like, well, this stuff's just not very clean here, you know? So, but the next night we found a better restaurant that was clean, that made sure they didn't have any seed oils, seasonings, or anything. And I got a couple of ribeyes there, and that place was really good. But, you know, the longer I do this, the more that I realize that I really don't want anything but meat, you know, like fresh, plain red meat. That's pretty much it.
If you were in Australia and want pork rinds in lard outback jerky in Western Australia, do them $50 or so a kilo. Okay. I've used Pascal's in 100 grams and it's about $8 or $9 a bag. They're tiny. So it's good to have, like if you're traveling or something, there's a little snack, but yeah, they're too tempting. I like them too much. I'll just eat them all in one go.
Okay, I got the ingredients for Chick-fil-A grilled chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken breast containing a water solution, high oleic canola oil, additives like calcium, disodium, EDTA, and dithiopolysilazane. That's one.
You can't pronounce it. It's not good for you, bud.
That's right. Seasonings like garlic powder, paprika, apple cider vinegar, sugar, salt, dextrose, and maltodextrin. Autolyzed yeast extract, spice, disonium isocyanate, and disonium guanylate.
So
So
is
there
there
you
any
go.
is there any chicken in that burger? Or?
Really?
Man, no joke, right? Well, I mean, it's quite
No joke.
It's quite like a Dr. Berg video I saw where he was investigating the new apples from Bill Gates's farm for the Bragg apple cider vinegar. And he was reading about it, and he said, at first glance, I thought that everything was fine because he was actually reading the case studies on the apple. He said, he's like, at first glance, he said everything looked fine. He said till like, you know, after the 15th page, there was just one line that told you that everything that study had just reported was only on 7% of the apple, that the other 93% was
left out.
Yeah, was left out for, you know,
I seen it too.
Proprietary, or what do you call that?
Proprietary
ingredients that they couldn't disclose. So they did this long-winded, our crap is so healthy and
on 7%.
and 7% of the apple. The other 93%, they're like, ooh, trade secrets. We can't tell you what's in that. But 7% of the apple is fantastic, right? So, but if there's a trade secret that can be patent protected and not spoke of in your apple, we already know
93% of it. Yeah, the owner's a problem.
Yeah, it's 93% not frickin' apple. That's what it is. You know, so it's like, are you kidding me? What a joke. You know, that's the games they play. You know,
and you would never see that if you read that, because you would just go to the main ingredients and you would see it and you would think, okay, it's not that bad. You got to go with the magnifying glass, look at the fine print to that one very last page. That's how they hide. That's how all these companies hide all this shit.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully they're better than McDonald's apple slices.
Oh, for sure.
Because those things are awful. I don't know what they put on them, but we did a thing one time at home. We sliced up a fresh apple and set it outside with McDonald's apples, and the bees and the birds and everything ate the apples. And then like a week later, the McDonald's apples were still there, and they were still the same color.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the stuff where they take the ice cream and the ice cream doesn't melt anymore?
Oh, it's just like liquid.
It's not labeled ice cream though. It's called ice dessert.
Right.
That's the thing. If you see something that says dessert on it, it doesn't say ice cream. It's not ice cream.
That's so crazy. Well, talk about it's all a game, right? It's just all a sleight of hand. Yeah.
Yep.
Chocolate
You
mucus.
go fall for it.
Exactly. No, it's getting crazy, but man, I appreciate having you on, Brett. I think we're going to call it tonight because I'm late for an appointment. This day's been crazy, but we're going to be back on our normal schedule next week. This holiday weekend kind of messed us up, and Wyoming screwed us up a little bit last week, but I think we're going to call her, and we'll be back next week. And then also on Saturday, we're going to have a show with Combat Carnivore as well. So he's going to be coming on the show. So, but I appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming, Brett. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And
thanks for inviting me on. Anytime.
Nice to see you, Brett.
Good to see you too.
Sure. So we'll see you next week. Love you guys. See ya.
See ya.
Have a nice weekend.